In this video, I'm going to show a hitting drill that's going to help us get into the correct launch position, and it's also going to help us work on firing our hips first. So after we have done our load and we've taken our stride, our front foot is going to be down. Every single person is going to have a different setup. Some might start open, some will be closed, hands will be closed, hands might be back. It doesn't matter what you do. However, when you get into that proper launch position, we're all going to pretty much look the same, and that is hands are separated back, away from our body, our front foot is down. I like to think I have about 70% of weight on my back leg, 30% of weight on my front leg. So let's just talk about our hands really quick. We want our hands back, separated away from our body. Now that doesn't mean our hands are really far back. We just want our hands separated away from our body. So I don't want my hands in the middle of my chest. For me, a good visual are my hands are about like right above my back foot. I do start with my hands a little bit more back than normal. It works for me, so do what works for you. But your hands should not be even with your body. You want them back just a bit. We can get our hands back, separated away from our body and away from our front foot. It's gonna allow me to produce some power. And I always say, think of it like throwing. You feel the ball and you don't go straight to here to throw because you're not gonna be able to throw that ball very far. You wanna get here and pull back in order to produce some power. So think about that when you're getting your front foot down, hands need to be back, separated away from your body. Now let's talk about our bottom half. So I took my stride, and some hit her stride, some don't. Doesn't matter what you do, but when you get your front foot down, for me again, I like about 70% of weight on my back leg, 30 on my front leg. I need good balance here. So I do need some weight on my front leg. I don't want a lot though, because I want to stay behind the ball when I swing. So I like about 30 here, and then I prefer about 70% of weight on this back leg because I need, my power comes from my back hip. I need to unleash this power as I'm swinging. If I have too much weight on my back leg, it's like I'm swinging in the mud. It's really tough for me to unleash that power. So I like a good balance here. I've heard some say 50-50. If that works for you, great. I like a little bit more on my backside for my load. I like to load that weight on that backside just a little bit more, again, so I can unleash. This is my launch position. Hands are back, foot is down. This is gonna look pretty similar for everyone. So for this drill, you're gonna set up normal, you're gonna load, stride, and you're gonna pause. When you pause, make sure your hands are back, you've got good weight distribution, and your front foot is down. So your heel is down. Once your heel is down, you're gonna pause in your launch position for 3 seconds. You're gonna count to 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're gonna swing right from there. So like I said in the beginning, this drill helps us feel getting into the correct launch position, but it also helps me feel firing this back hip first. When you put everything together, when your front foot is down, your hand should still be back, and it's your back hip that goes first. This is a great drill for those of you who step and bring your hands in at the same time, or who step and fly open with that front shoulder, or fly open with that head. I know this is gonna feel weird because I get this all the time when I do this drills. Oh, it feels so weird. Of course it does, because we're used to putting everything together. But for the drill, you really wanna feel great launch position so you're nice and strong in your bottom half, hands are back, and then when you say 3, you're feeling this back hip go first. Not shoulder, not head, and you're definitely not stepping again. And this is what's gonna look like full speed.